Okay, quick look through Thursday's end of day closing screens. So, just been doing a few jobs around the garden this afternoon, so not been at the screens, but really good day out there. Um, Transports and the DAX both going well today. Industrials just having a little bit of a rest. Just a little gap up. We'll see how they close them. But yeah, a little bit mixed in the US. I'm going to jump straight into it. I'll just quickly have a look at a couple of other markets. TLT hold, went new 52-week lows here. Back at mean trend. So, answers on a postcard. Quick look at cable. Oh, let's go and have a quick look at Bitcoin as well. We drew a base on Bitcoin. There it is. Don't know where it is today. It looks a little bit soft on the ETF. And let's go into gold. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of a rest. It's had a big run, hasn't it? 3 straight up days there as well. Pretty strong ones in a row. Having a bit of a rest today. Oil. So I'll rip straight into it. Pretty good action today. Got some good moves in some of our stocks today. Let's see what we see. Just see what gaps up again. Should have just gone through those UK markets there as well, shouldn't I? I'm just going to nip back to those. I'll just nip back to the markets here, and we'll just... Oh, come on, ShareScope. I don't know what's going on with ShareScope tonight. It's up. It's just been updating non-stop. It started about 5 o'clock, and it updated 6-7 times before I got the actual end of day update. And now it's doing it again. Right, I'm just going to buzz through these. FTSE 100, obviously new highs there. 250, yeah, a bit more growth in the 250. Up towards an interesting level. Small caps doing pretty much the same, just going sideways forever and a day, haven't they? And AIM, yeah, holding the lows so far. And we will see. We've got a new low actually. I could actually just move that down to there and say, well, that's quite an interesting sort of pivot now, because that's the low. Go to the left side, and we'll see how it sort of acts out of that. It gets there, but obviously, this is the market we've been trading for the last year, and how long? The AIM market, it's been basically, this is where we find most of the growth stocks. It hasn't done anything in 18 months. Before that, it was falling. So it's gone flat for about 18 months. Yeah, a little bit volatile, obviously. Up and down. I mean, that's quite a... Well, it's only 20% pop, isn't it? So yeah, it's not really done anything. But, this is just going back to the question, well, how do you get invested if you wait so long for your setups? If you look at any trend, there will be a few quality early setups, and then after that it's kind of, you're a bit late to the party, aren't you? So there's a lot of FOMO out there. People think that one day up in the market they should be 100% invested. Yeah, if you're going to be trading a potential bull market going forward, you haven't missed anything. There's no bull market been missed in AIM stocks, especially. I mean, look, nobody's missed anything. So there's plenty of time. Always time. Always something turning up at the right hand edge. Right, into the closing highs today. We've got quite a good amount. I think it's about 81, I think I've written there. Can't read my own writing. Let's have a closer look. 81, I think I've written. So, lots of investment trusts. I'll just fly through these. Financials, investment trusts, precious metals, and a little mix of other things. That's what we're seeing today. Banks, lots of banks. Right, into day 2 on CCH there. Investment trusts. I'll just fly through all of these. Try and do it in an orderly fashion so people who look at these can press the pause button. Construction. Nice to see construction waking up a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, we kind of covered this one on the swing day, didn't we? Those who are holding it, that's the good entry. The ones who took that early entry. Griffin. Pin to highs there, isn't it? Pin to highs. If you're working off this high here as your trail point, I totally, I see that it shouldn't go below there, obviously. And from here, it needs to trail to here, and to the aggressive side of this big loose base. I would wait till it actually moves above there myself. But depends where you bought it and how you did it, because I know some bought on pullback. I actually bought up here because I was in other ones here. The one what got bought out, I can't remember. Is it CER? I can't remember. No, what? Oh, can't remember. Anyway, the one what got bought out, I just reinvested a little bit of the funds into this one because I put it on the family portfolio. Glad to see it's woken up. Moving on. Just noticed in chat that there's a little bit of talk on AXL stop losses. Yeah, just obviously, don't get bent up on why my stop got hit. I'm doing something a little different, as I keep explaining. You can fish all you want. I'm doing people a favour by being on a slightly different bar to other people. What you got to remember is all the information is in the radar plate. We did a lot of work on that, and you've got to be a bit proactive with these things rather than try and wonder why other people are still in and you're not in. Everyone's got to be out on their own rules. It's swings and roundabouts. There is no magic here. I don't have any magic. Compound, move on. Wait for your stop. Trade your rules. Know your rules before you go into the trade. Yeah, nice on Beasley there. Clearly above and trading above this level here today. And if it opens up, you know, it should not go be on a price action stop. It shouldn't go back below there. Just fly through the rest of these. Yeah, beaks. I'm just going to punch beaks in as well before I get asked. Hang on a minute. BKS. Drinking my coffee while you have a look at that. So it's ticking a lot of boxes, Beaks is. It really is. Could do with it sort of executing down this end a bit on the ROE, couldn't we? But it's certainly heading in the right direction. We've got. Have we had an update recently? I don't know. Anyway, no crystal ball. Absolutely no crystal ball. It might actually base out here and do a base on a base. Who knows? But above here, then I will be trailing into below here. Probably be around the 240 area, wouldn't it? A net. I'll just punch this one in as well. Obviously, you know, potential trail point there. It shouldn't go back below around this prior low. If it trades above this level here, above this high. Yeah, you kind of know what you're trading here. It's a little bit, it's not as aggressive on the growth. It failed for me earlier, but you know, a better market, maybe it'll trend better. Important point as well, like, you know, you don't turn into an uber bear just because you got stopped out. You just reassess. You know, I like to enter with that slingshot of growth, and something might trend fantastically well with lesser growth than what I like, you know, lesser boxes ticked in a really good market. But I'm not one to predict how good the market's going to be. I'd rather just, you know, take my pitch and you know that I've got a bit of relative strength in the best growth stocks when the market is bad. With W7, that I suppose if you went and had a look on the boards, it will be all it was overvalued. You know, it will be all that talk. It's like all the best stocks are overvalued all the way up. Simple as that. You know, if you want to actually do a screen for good stocks, what good growth stocks, being overvalued would be one of the criteria you'd tick. You'd say, I want them all to be overvalued, because if you backtest that, you'll be in all the best growth stocks. It's as simple as that. Same goes for breakouts and things. You know, I see people putting an oscillator on a breakout saying, yeah, it's a bit overbought on this breakout, so I'm not going to buy this one. All the best ones, if you backtest them, if you've got an oscillator on your screen, all your best breakouts will be overbought. If they can't get overbought, they're not going to move. You know, they're not moving. That is, you know, if there was a criteria for buying breakouts, I would make sure they were all overbought on an oscillator. Go figure, you know. I can tell you now, all the best ones in my portfolio, my history, would be overbought. I did that. I did it. It's probably about 10 years ago now. I did that. But I did a little video with them all in. All overbought when I bought them. Call it embedded. They just stay overbought. So the oscillator is pretty useless, to be honest, unless you turn it on its head. CRH. I mean, I don't know if anyone wants me to punch this one in. We could call it a base with supply. CRH. Moving on. But SRC on the other hand. CRH got that away at 67p. They got their investment away at, and obviously that was the catalyst for SRC taking off today. Fantastic. Yeah, this one's gone sideways forever and a day as well, hasn't it? It's pretty normal action. Went for me coffee then, I've run out. One second, I'm just going to bring the chat group up. Just fly through these and then I'll have a look down the GTRS. Yeah, MTL, fantastic move today. This was just in a bit of drift mode as well, wasn't it? But the delayed effect, you know, gold moving to new highs and then gold stocks turning on today. Let's see how it goes. WATR, so you know, I took the liberty of drawing a right hand side base there many months ago, and it's still just in the right side. Just got the old starter position, the cheat in play, and if I get a little ledge to trade off, I will maybe cheat it some more. Fairly loose on it at the moment, you see. Let's just have a quick look. Technically challenged, this one at the moment, obviously because it's in a stage 1 base, but yeah, we will see. Turnover's pretty lame on it. Just just zoom this one out, you know. Good trend all the way up, rolled over, died. Keep it simple, just have an exit. Make sure you've got an exit. Don't need to reinvent the wheel with these things. I'll just do the old, you know, when your exit gets trailed, gets executed, you know, whether it's here or over here. That's the line in the sand there from that one there. Obviously, once it starts dropping, you I stick on the high tide line there. But yeah, don't overthink these things. A lot of the time I sell. More often than not they bounce. Sometimes they don't, they just drop and keep dropping. So I never overthink these things. I just exit on my plan and move on. Even if they bounce, most of them, a lot of them will. But it's the ones that don't what will cost you the money. So super simple. Let's go and have a look at it now. Potentially trying to move up here. I think this one's got to get its forward numbers out of the way, because the forecast is to lose more. The turnover's down. So you're going to be asking yourself, let me just punch it in. Oh, they did pump this stock, didn't they? They were all in this one. And they pumped it as hard as they could, but when the growth rolls over, the stock rolls over. Yeah, in the future, once it gets the prelims behind it, maybe it builds something over here. A lot of time between now and then. A lot could happen, as Dave Landry would say. A lot could happen between now and the future. Just a couple more. Winking Studios. Okay. Right. End of day. Let me have a look what's in there. This one picks up the ones what are in correction bull still, or emerging bull. Here we go again. I mean, what's going on? All these updates. Right. BKS, obviously. Oh. Bez. Yep. Doing good. GFM. The end of day is like magic, isn't it? It brings all the stocks I'd be interested in. That's why I programmed it that way. Apart from ones like that. Moving on. ALU. Mars. WATR. They're all in here, aren't they? It's a little swing. I'd, go and have a look at the intraday and see if it actually is a swing point. It's still got the share buyback in the mix, hasn't it? Sporadically, by the looks of things. And RNK. So there's a lot of stocks I've got skin in the game there, isn't there? Nothing really jumping out at me for what I don't already hold. So let's quickly go and have a look at the US market. I won't drag it out anymore tonight. Keep it a bit short and sweeter tonight. Just a sideways day there. Dipping back into the range on the Russell and on the industrials. Anybody got anything they want to look at before I wrap this up? I haven't got the US one open, by the way. Oh, something I wanted to just say before I went. The levels I put in, I haven't had time to update them. I have these green highlights here mean that I've got a base level in the mix somewhere, and when price comes back down or is just above that base level, so if the base level's 100 and it's within 5%, price is within 5% of that base level, above it, it will basically, that's why GFM's lit up. It will just light up. Sorry, GFM's not lit up, is it? Let me just check. GFM. Yeah, it was lit up, yeah. So when it lights up on this left, it just means it's within 5% of that baseline I put in the mix. I haven't updated those. I've got to go through and update all that when I get a chance. I'm going to have a blitz. I'm going to blitz every level, what I've got in there, and I'll just reassign those levels to ones what actually pass the filtered list. Just have a bit of a clean out, and because start afresh again, because some of them will have rolled over by now, and it's easier for me to do it that way. Okay, I'll leave it there. Pretty good day. Cheers all.